for this year, we have, look, this time we have puja. Monastery is very small, monastery crowded, not big step as this. Okay, then very hot tea. Oh, very hot. Okay, now we can start.
But which
oh, sorry.
Which level? Bryce come.
It's okay.
It's okay, it's coming there. It's a little complicated to put here. It's okay, no, I don't.
Then you will just.
Good?
Take
Got it? Yeah. Okay. We are very easy to hot, very easy to cold. No.
Very easy to get cold, very easy to get
cold.
To get hot.
Try
Yeah.
난 제외 동안, 난 제외 동안이죠.
You do it, doing it. Try to get you.
당부 장대로 가라야 서울에 해도 되지 마세요. 대신은 그냥 이러고.
Yeah, they're suffering from cold, suffering from heat. That's it could be suffering of suffering, and it could be suffering of change. All of a sudden, you know, the weather become cold, and then we suffer from cold. Or all of a sudden, the weather become warm or hot, and we suffer from hot heat. So this is almost so easy, our body to get this sort of suffering.
Anyway, it is, we are living on samsara. Samsara is never ever happiness.
Absolute happiness. So that's in Tibetan they say there is no single, you know, automatic happiness or never end happiness in this samsara. You cannot find even a peak or even a small, happiness in this samsara. So it's related to automatic happiness. Or it's for example, it's like you are in the peak of the needle. You can never be happy. Because
same as samsara. Samsara, we stay here. This part a little bit okay, then fall here.
Yes, so they describe samsara like a needle, and you are on the needle, on top of the needle.
Oh,
on the needle. So.
Then we never comfortable. One part okay, then second one something. Therefore, samsara. Yeah, okay. Are you ready to read? 24.
When our servants and friends are annoyed by our habits, and after a while become unsteady in our homes, this is the wheel of sharp weapons returning full circle upon us from wrongs we have done. Till now we've imposed our bad habits on others, but after that's changed and show only kind ways.
어디 당가동 콜 즉 게게게트에 나야 도보 조모에 나야 즉 다지 당보지 마보지 뒤디 디마다 파 자스마이나 다 잡에 다 잡마 잡 만들진 담보 자루도 왔어 대처와데 다 경험하는 수수는 지나지 다 선망도 바지 두장 먹고 제자비 시간면 봐 시험면 바로 네 때문에 지금에 다 내는
So in this standard, when our servants or friends, in Tibetan they call not necessarily, it's not only servants and friends. They call usually means a gathering, like you with your teachers and your friends, your family, so forth. Servants is a very old explanation. I think you also said we got servants, because nowadays your call always refers to your teacher and your Dharma friends. And once you are getting together so well and all of a sudden, become an enemy or, you're separate from them, So that's due to we did the same or misdeed we did to others in our past lives.
가제 맞에 소소로 두번 요리 로고도나 사마데다 누마 소소로 시원나 봐. 좀 계속 내가 그랬어요. 두번 요리.
Yeah. So when our friend decrease, we got less and less friends. So that's the reason, because we did something unpleasant activities to others in our past life, or unhappy, annoying actions to others in our past lives.
근데 다 가제 소소를 이제 막 소소 쓰면 다 가제 다 그래 쉬어 또 가로 가제 쉬어 먹고 지어 봤어.
Good behavior, bad behavior. Just bad behavior. So you have to. So because of this reason, and in future, from now on, you always try to be good behaviors to others, treat others as well as possible.
내가 또 빼줘. 무엇이든 감에서 지라는 dum에서. 무엇이나 아니 다 지오를 간 것이야. 지라 파트 찍진 거 지라 올라나. 지라나 공로.
좋았단 말이지.
지 찍찍해서 하거나.
지
좋잖아. 아니 들으면서 하거든. 딱 봐주고. 전에 주는 그랬어. 무엇이든 다 해서 가지고.
In general, at the beginning, we will know some new people. We always try to be good to each other because we always say good things. But after knowing they all your friends or him or her well, and then we find more and more, faults of others. So that's one reason we get separate from, your beloved people. But in fact, you have to get closer when you know people well. But sometimes when in opposite way, we get away when you know some people more.
가제 맞이 다 되게 대다 가려다나 가제 다 배마다 다 내가 뒤져 말했어 다시 말하러 와.
So even in these stanzas, I advise you, even you cannot benefit others, try to not to hurt others, try to not to do any harmful actions to others.
If
you do something harmful to others, that results will be like people will do harmful things towards you yourself.
When all who are close turn against us as enemies, this is the wheel of sharp weapons returning full circle upon us from wrongs we have done. Till now we've held grudges inside us with anger, with thoughts of sly methods to cause others pain. Thereafter let's try to have less affectation, nor pretend to be kind while you harbor base aims.
So Geshe says this close turn against us. That's who are close, meaning your parents or your spouse, as you say, your husband or your spouse, and turn into enemies. So that's because we have deceit thoughts, a lot of deceit thoughts in past life or some sort of it's deceit, deceit thoughts we had in past life. So you have to try to abandon all those deceit thoughts or gal thoughts. So because you did a lot of this sort of action in past life, so you did a lot of action, by results in this life, all your close friends turn into enemies. So this refers this shows that you have to practice honesty and sincerity in this life.
Okay.
26. When we suffer from sickness and such interference, especially when gout has swollen our legs, this is the wheel of sharp weapons returning full circle upon us from wrongs we have done. Till now, without shame and with no self-control, we have stolen or misused what others have given. Thereafter, let us never take anything offered with the free jewels as if it were ours.
다들 챙겨가는 다 나도 식당 나도 담이 취쳐올라 나사 깨들 이러면 왔어 아니 대는 나사 모양이 지 취시한테 삼아라 소소 지 삼바 미생 나다 되면 취로 제한 삼아라 지면서 지 삼바 그래 가는 제대로 맞춰 주 용기도 왔어 된제가 다 담라이 와대 다 지 겐딘 생각만 간지 다 시대라 밤에 들어오시고 그래서
So in this life, when we suffer from a sickness, or for example, like a cancer or something really, bad sickness, or when you engage in studying Dharma or Dharma activities, your mind is not clear. You always feel a little bit uncomfortable of doing those positive actions. So that's due to your in past life, you wasted a lot of possession or belongings of Sangha or of public, not private property. Public property, you just waste a lot for those things. So, especially for instance, example for the monks who actually disrobed and he pretends not disrobed, and enjoy the offerings from ordinary people, devoted people, and then that's the results in this life. Whenever you engage in Dharma activities, you feel unclear or feel a lot of obstacles.
가지마지 다 내가 좀 거는다 그 시와라 와한테 되게 소소 주보기 그래 사람하고지 배치 다셔다 가지 그래서
Yeah, so you have to be very, very careful when you're using the money or wealth owned by public to enjoying them unwisely.
Without miserliness.
Yeah, unwisely. Yeah.
오케이. 가지마지 다 레지하고 손 그래서 다 되게 다 레지하고 손 그래요. 가지. 근데 또 레지하고 손 그래서.
So in this case, in this standard, this shows to how to appraise how to know well about cause and effect, legendary cause and effect, causality, law of causality. You have to be aware of the law of the causality.
Okay. Then 27.
When strokes and diseases strike without warning, this is the wheel of sharp weapons returning full circle upon us from wrongs we have done. Till now we have broken our vowed words of honor. Hereafter let us shun such non-religious deeds.
다내 증양도 지금. 장치 주시하도록 가르쳐 대화로 계획하라 반대로 양치 가서 보면 대화로 오지. 아니 응고나 영화로 담담라 영화이나 아니 다 경험만 돼요. 담비 치고라야. 다 담수게 보면 마성이 다 레벨에서.
So, for example, whenever we engaging in Dharma activities, in like to study test or to listening to the teachings, and we suddenly got sick or stroke, some sickness we got. So that's the effect of in past life we didn't keep vows well, or we had a degeneration of the commitment. Yeah. Yes, it's nowadays it's very common. You go to a lot of empowerments by gurus and then could not keep the commitments or keep the vows. So that's what's happening nowadays. So you have to try to avoid go to many empowerments if you cannot keep the commitments. So, because Geshe cannot remember clearly whether this is a Sajapantita or some other great Lama used to say, because in one stage in Tibet, people are love indulging in empowerments, and a particular guru, he loved to give empowerment too, but all his disciples always broke vows or deteriorate the vows, corrupting their vows or commitments. So then Sajapanta says, whenever that Lama comes, he fill up the hells, means he lets all his disciples go to hell, fill up the hell realm. Yeah. So,
because he gives a lot of promise, the student doesn't keep the vows, then they get negative.
Yes, because he give a lot of commitments, like to the student, but students cannot keep them well. Yeah.
When we receive the what's the
empowerment.
Empowerment. When they give to one water, you guys see, everybody think, oh, we are big blessing this water. We try to get this. This we call hydron water.
Yeah. So sometimes even that's they give the water as a nectar during the empowerments, and then could become the water for the harem.
There are durji narch.
So that's the way. Sometimes we call it the water for the harem. Because after drinking that's water, blessed water, but you don't keep the commitments, and then the water become cause for you to go into the harem. Yeah, so you have to be very, very careful to practice Vajrayana, tantric practice, because if you practice well within a lifetime, you'll become a Buddha, or you'll gain automatic goal, you'll achieve the goal. But if you carelessly just commit to one broke the tantric vows or commitments, and then you'll rebirth in hell. Very easy for you to go in hell. So they always use an example when you let a snake into a bamboo, hole of bamboo. So there are only two ways. One, either up or down. So it's a pipe, bamboo or pipe. You put snake in, and snake can go down or up. Only two choices. Yeah.
Usually the tantra is very powerful, but it doesn't keep the commitment.
Commitment.
Commandments, then
Easier to rebirth in hell. Hell realm.
근데 담수하고 마서 되어라. 당도 추지한 사람은 뭐나도 아마도 그래서.
So that's because we didn't keep the commitments or vow in past life, and then this life we always find sickness or interference while you are engaging in Dharma activities, practicing Dharma.
But we everybody, not just you guys, everybody we like to receive to
empowerments to receive. Everybody like to receive empowerments.
Many people, we don't know the commandments, what their vows. Because maybe if everybody go down, maybe together. No, not just. That's what you know myself.
Yeah, maybe you don't need to go to hell realm alone. Maybe you don't have a friend to go with.
I'm come with you, okay?
Because many people love to receive initiation nowadays. Yeah, many people too. So they always come to initiations or empowerments instead of teachings. But they are too busy. Maybe in America. To survive.
Yeah, he mentioned in Asia part, Tibetan Chinese people, they love to their long life, something. They say, everybody running there. Then they say, they teach some lobdums, some lobjones, they say, they don't have trap. You have to reserve the what's the empowerment? Empowerments. You have to basically need to lobdum, lobjong. So, basic foundation. Otherwise, you put some good foundation, build some building, very easy.
Collapse.
You don't need to build tornado. Maybe a little tornado. Come down. Anyway, that kind of there. That the 이제 담수가 보마서나 근데 주시와 다 주신되면 돼 주시면서 받치는 거 그랬어.
So that's stanza remind you to keep your commitment well, or because that's would affect you in future life when you're when you are engaging in Dharma activities. Always find some obstacles or hindrance.
Okay. Then 다들 특히 된다 도도돼 같이 다 담수에 오선 걸 수수까지 야마다 기게 다 가르쳐 나와요나. 야 오선 거 그랬어.
So that's advise you, to keep the commitment well, with your teacher and with your friends too. So.
Okay, 29, 28.
When our mind becomes clouded whenever we study, this is the wheel of Dharmarakshita returning full circle upon us from wrongs we have done. Till now we have thought that the study of Dharma lacked prime importance and could be ignored. Hereafter, let us build up the habits of wisdom to listen and think about what Buddha taught.
Okay. Maybe twice longer than 12. Maybe that twice many.
Probably not.
다 this is and 시작하나 로드 몸에 제스 로 근데 제트 자도 뭔가 출라 샤와 있는 거죠. 당가도 가리나 지팅 샤와 다 몸지랑 가도 제 깔아야 하면도 뭐 쉬우시는 거 아니 다 주저로 파시나 아니 나가도 다 모닝 가도 가나 뭐 알고 또 힘이 들어왔어. 대미시와데 기왕 하면 나서 쉬고 샤바다 다 샤바 주주도 샤. 근데 젬바도 샤바다 다 샤바를 다 차죠. 그래서
This standard shows for some people who usually whenever they engage in orderly activities like general activities, they're always successful. They're always easier to learn some other activities. But whenever they engage in studying Dharma, the cloud means you cannot study well. Your mind has become a cloud, means for other activities, so you are so skillful, but to study Dharma, you always find difficult to understand, or that's mean cloud of mind. And that's due to in past life, you just put orderly activities priority than Dharma. You always consider orderly activities or achievements is or better than Dharma action, Dharma activities, virtuous action. So whenever in this life, whenever you try to memorize the test, you cannot get not difficult for you, and also when you do meditation, you have a lot of interference, or you cannot concentrate. So that's the only reason in your past lives you always put all the activities priority, and you first, and then Dharma activity always puts the second one. Yes. So even in this lifetime, you think Dharma is a good thing to practice, but you always put secondary action, so action of your within your daily life. You always put your body life as see the body life is more important than Dharma activities. So in this stanza, I advise you to engage more in to hear and to contemplate and to meditate. Engage more of these activities, because to listening is like a torch, to understand the Dharma. They see it as a torch to go through this darkness. So it's to destroy all your delusion. The best weapon is this hearing and contemplating and meditation. This is the best weapon to destroy your own delusion. So hearing and contemplating and meditating is the best property, best possession you have, because nobody can steal these three from you.
If you do very good study, then if you go to some border, the police cannot stop. They cannot take out.
Because your own knowledge cannot taken away by any person like police or whoever. It cannot stop you or cannot steal from you.
You have gold, jewels, and maybe you go to some border, maybe the police stop you.
Yeah. Because there's difference in India, a lot of checkposts. They always customs always try to get away your jewelries or over money. That's happening in India, not America. So this is using that example.
Because I was in India a long time. Come back, go back in India, long time.
Travel between border between India and Nepal a lot, so always attacked by police. So Gisela prefers to use that example. Is more practical for Gisela to use.
Do you have things taken from you, Gisela, at checkpoints?
Oh yeah, they check. They say, oh, you cannot take this. You don't have paper,
Yeah. That's always happening.
They always service, because But the country, by the what I want to say.
최선 군수한테 make somebody 그만 그대로 말했어.
But the 먼저 단단히 추우셔라 마크만 했나? 다 제원들이 제대로 그래서 와. 주시는 미싱이 제니 마동이로 와.
if we don't engage in these three actions, hearing and contemplating and meditating, and we will, wandering around the samsara for lifetimes. So the anger or the hatred and the attachment and the ignorance we are having right now is really difficult to cope because no one could help us. It's like it's a really strong enemies you are having, I see. Also that's three very easier to appear within your upon your consciousness.
No one teaches us to how you attachment and how you angry, right?
Nobody teach us. Even nobody taught us how to, get these three. But it's automatically will appear, upon our consciousness.
And also, you have to learn how you eat, how you face off, what's the wash, eat. I don't know how you put clothes us. Attachment, angry, jealous, no one teaches us. Because we are used to always, previous life. If we still be used for them, then we still same, always the same. But
if we are continue doing these actions, so that's always get a habituation. So we cannot get out of those three. But if you use a three, hearing and contemplating and meditation, and then this is the antidotes toward these three, the delusion, all delusions. So it's very important to listen to the Dharma teachings, and to contemplating what you learned or what you heard, and then to try to meditate on it. So, Holy Dharma. Dharmarakshita. 29.
When sleep overwhelms us while practicing virtue, this is the real Dharmarakshita returning full circle upon us from wrongs we have done. Till now we have gathered the causes or obstacles hindering our practice of virtuous acts. We have lacked all respect for the scriptural teachings. We have sat on our books and left texts on the ground. We have also looked down upon those with deep insight. Hereafter, for the sake of our practice of Dharma, let's gladly endure all the hardships we meet. This look at kick.
It looks like a commentary.
Yeah, this translation was done based on an oral commentary by Geshe Ngawang Tenley in 1973, and so I think some of these verses are a little longer because they put in a little bit of the commentary into the verse, I think.
Okay, what this kind? Happy everybody. When you start with teaching Dharma, where? just sleeps coming. Sleeps are.
Yeah, sleeping always tell you I got a best devotion than others to Dharma.
When teaching start, something to do, then he come in.
Yeah, whenever teaching happens, he always come to you.
Yeah.
That shows he's got a strong devotion to teachings.
And they call it
he said he is lack of bravery, or he's really coward. When people fight, they never fall asleep. So that's why Sleepy always says, I got strong faith in Dharma.
He has a stage pass for the Dalai Lama. There's always at least one.
So that's about the same because your obstacle or sleep whenever you are engaging in Dharma activities or by listening to teachings or some other related to the virtuous action. You find that there's always hindrance or obstacles because in previous life you try to do something wrong things to the Dharma or to the virtuous action. So from now on, you have to be very careful and you make a commitment to endure the hardship when you're practicing Dharma or engaging in virtuous action. So in this case, they always show which wrongdoing or downfalls or false activity towards Dharma. In this test refers you unconsciously walk over to the textbooks or you put some objects on the scriptures or Dharma textbooks. Yeah. Even your mala, you should not put your mala up on the Dharma books. Yeah, because we did something against the Dharma, against the virtuous action. So that's why that's become by results that's become a hindrance of you practicing Dharma.
And now, verse 30. When our mind wanders greatly and runs towards delusion, this is the wheel of sharp weapons returning full circle upon us from wrongs we have done. Till now we have neglected to meditate fully on defects pervading this transient world. Hereafter let's work to renounce this existence and see the impermanent nature of things.
So whenever our mind wanders greatly or running towards delusion, so that's the result of we never think about the downfall or disadvantage of the samsara. Because we never thought about the disadvantage or downfall or faults of the ordinary life, samsara, and then we are indulging in samsara activities like driven by three poisons like attachment and hatred and ignorance. Yeah. So then, from now on, you have to think about the disadvantage or faults of the cyclic existence, and try to renounce from the samsara. So it's more refers to the leisure time. We got leisure, non-leisure. That's in leisure because for example, within a day's activity, your activity always engaging in orderly things, not in engaging in Dharma activities, like study or thinking, meditate or so forth.
We have not much time to always just.
We hardly find any time to, to study Dharma or to practice Dharma. So that means to distracted in ordinary life. No consciousness. So then it's very important to renunciate from samsaric pleasure or samsaric activities.
31.
When all our affairs, both religious and worldly, run into trouble and fall into ruin. This is the wheel of sharp weapons returning full circle upon us from wrongs we have done. Till now we have felt cause and effect to be slighted. Hereafter let's practice with patience and strength.
Yeah, that's especially for some people. For some people, whatever they do, they fail. Like for study and for business or whatever career, they find they always fail. But even born in one parents, some your brother sister, same brother sister, some could be very successful, some always fail. So because that's the results of in past life, someone always try to scorn or belittle the law of cause and effect, law of causality. Also, for those who engage in Dharma activities who cannot endure the hardship while he doing practice, so that's the result of this. So that's in past life, if you cannot keep the law of causality, or you have to follow the cause and effect, the rule of the cause and effect, and that's the result in this life is really fun to succeed in any activities. So in this case, to scorn the cause and the effect means the virtuous action would cause you the result you'll be happy, or the non-virtuous action will be suffering. So let's say, you just carelessly, you just got a sense of scorn or look down. This careless, be more careless of this sort of thoughts or law or regulation. So that's the result in this law. So then you have to try to, in this life, you have to cultivate 10 non-virtuous actions. Wherever hardship appear when you're doing virtuous action, and then you try to endure, or another words, patience, but endure. Forbearance. Yeah, try to practice forbearance. Yeah.
Okay? You have a little bit patient. Okay,
so 33? 32, sorry. When rites performed never seem to be fruitful, this is the wheel of our weapons returning full circle upon us from wrongs we have done. Till now we have relied on the gods of this world or on unskilled actions to bring us relief. Hereafter let's turn in another direction and leave our non-virtuous actions behind.
근데 저거 다 네가 가잖아. 다 로시들로 봤다. 내가도 영어도 왔어. 먼저 지금 샤워하려고 와 지금 좀 다, 그만데 시간이 뭐 좀 가지나. 고 남도 로움도 가서 나도 뭐. 저서 남도 려 지듯이 잡대 먹지. 가지고 자지나. 고 로움도 갔어.
So this almost the same with the previous stanza, but Geshe says this especially for those people in order to achieve or fulfill some aim or some motivation, and they do a lot of pujas like doing Tara ritual and reciting the Heart Sutra or so forth, but never get help. Yeah.
You know, we do a lot of pujas, right?
We usually do a lot of
We
pujas.
do a lot of pujas for benefit for us, you know. We say benefit for all the same people, but you know, inside you can say, you know, just this, oh, benefit all the same beings, all the gurus, but it isn't. Yes, I want to, you know.
Yeah, every reason is for our own sake. Yeah.
Right?
And then we eat the cookies of cat.
Today is whatever we do, but we are always not fun, whatever we want. Sometimes Dharma doesn't work, you know. Jeb, he said, no, not this Jeb, some other Jeb, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Dharma doesn't work, yeah. Yeah, this Dharma puja doesn't work, Dharma doesn't work. He always complain. You know, we doesn't complain that, you know. We say, yeah, we do a lot of pujas, but still there are a lot of problems. How can come? You know, there's also, you know, maybe some caution, right? We do a lot of pujas, we do, you know, something good things, but still there. Bad things happen always. But they show us, 다 그러나, 꿈조선을 다 이치하고 마지막이 점을 보면 다 알아서.
So this the sign of you do have a sincere faith to the triple Jews, and you don't have a trust in in law of causality.
다 꿈조선을 이치하고.
You lost
꿈조선을 이치하고 마지막이 나 보실라는 다 지때면 하려고. 딱 동도요. 아니 꿈조선 불이 빠지네. 다 대이치.
Yes, in some people, for example, for some people, wherever they want to achieve something, wherever they having some sort of a hindrance or obstacles, instead of get a faith, trust in triple J's, they do some they take refuge or ask help from orderly god, some protectors. In Tibet, it refers to the mountain have on the mountains on honor of one mountain, or like goddess of the mountain or god of mountains. Try to ask help for salas.
We say we refuge to spiritual, but we are not complete.
Yeah, we don't have a complete faith or very sincere trust in triple Jews. Yeah.
The one story, the one woman in a long term, she has one monk. The monk always come to do pujas for her house. Usually she believe him,
In general, she believes that's monk. Yeah.
But she have not complete
yes, but she didn't have a total trust. It's a complete trust to that monk.
This shows that this is not charo. She has a girl, Lemba no girl. Lemba.
Lemba's fool or stupid.
The enemy. She has one daughter.
Dual
daughter, I don't know. Then one monk come in. Then he do puja at one other room, then he doesn't believe 100% the monks doesn't do still.
So he really, she really didn't trust that monk when he was doing puja in the other outer room, in his outer room, and she was a little bit suspicious of that monk would steal some object from her altar. Yeah. So then she told her daughter, that's little bit daughter, to watch the monk.
A little bit slow. Daughter.
Slow daughter is better words, yes.
Then she cook in the kitchen. The daughter doesn't, maybe she has a little body, or she called Mom, he doesn't still. This is the secret in the mom and their problem. You cannot say the problem. She stand.
Not a secret anymore.
She stand out there next to the mom's door, and she called Mom. Hey, Mom, he's doing puja. He's not what kind.
He's not stealing.
Then she was usually she for.
So, in general, she sort of got a trust, a belief in that monk or practitioner who doing the puja. We see, it's ngapa, more like ngabara, ngabasli. In Tibet, there are always some people who are not monks, but they are very good at doing, pujas or reciting the textbooks, the scriptures. So we invite them.
Lay ritual experts.
Yeah, lay practitioners. So he in general sort of believed him, but not totally trust him. So that's why she was so skeptical.
Right. Then usually we say, if you complete refuge for 3 jewels, then they protect you with that. But we don't. we say, oh, Karta.
We already would say, I take full refuge to the triple gems. But in fact, if you check, totally we're not really. That's we don't have a strong, belief or complete trust, in triple gems. So that's mistake not only commented by lay people, even in monasteries we put the Buddha statue in the main prayer hall, but we always sitting in a small room beside the Buddha statue and doing a special puja for the protectors to do. So
usually we say we have to refuge for 3 jewels, but we need to some other jewels here. When we are doing situation,
we always advise other people to take refuge in the triple gems, but when difficult situation appears or challenging things appears, we always go to that small room and do some sort of puja to the protectors.
뭐다더니 관심 맞이 딱 공조선에 있지 이렇게 자타면 매비다 내 말이더라고. 다시 앞에서 그런 거 같아.
So that's why the all pujas you are doing don't work. Maybe because you don't have a strong trust or strong belief in triple gems.
Well, there one other story. The one person is very good practitioner. The one thief coming.
Thief, yeah, one thief, yeah.
kuma라서 많이 kuma를 주습니다. 다 라마를 제주죠. 사제를 제주죠. 필라를 제주니 그 zon에 그 다서 그랬어.
Yeah. So when he caught the thief and he beats one time, says, take refuge to the Buddha and refuge to take refuge to the Dharma and take refuge to Sangha, and then let him go.
Then he go to his Sambahola Kadampa, so Sambahola Kadampa. And he could love it. That Jambo Shena, that Jambo so much me what taking up air. Jambo Shena, that thing that could say you are at Conate Labder. Conate Lapi, Kita, Lapi, Liberty, Condatella, somebody can't let you. Mamma and Jetsu, and don't matter what you want. Nibana.
And then he ran away from that monk and hiding in underneath of a bridge. And he said, "Oh, I was lucky today. If there's a fourth Jews, and the monk would beat me to death." By result of things that night, even the ghost, or even the some spirits cannot pass through the bridge, get too scared, because that's the disadvantage, or that's the negative results would affect you by not trusting the triple Jews. So in Geshe's commentary, that says whatever you do, a lot of pujas or those don't work, not because the pujas don't have the ability or don't affect us. Actually, because due to lack of trust within us. So that's it,
Okay. Then 35.
33.
33.
Oh, very good. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, I'm jamming.
When none of the wishes to be made reach fulfillment, although we made prayers to the three precious gems, this is the wheel of sharp weapons returning full circle upon us from wrongs we have done. Till now we have had an imperfect commitment to Buddha, whose teachings deserve complete trust. Hereafter, let's place our exclusive reliance on Buddha, his teachings, and those in his fold.
So how about we go continue to 34? Because we had already explained this one. No, because 32 and 33 is almost alike in the same way.
When prejudice,
polio or strife has us crippled, and external forces or harm rise against us. This is the wheel of sharp weapons returning full circle upon us from wrongs we have done. Till now we have collected vast stores of non-virtue by breaking our vows and offending protectors. In our practice from Kurukulla to Tantra, hereafter let's banish all prejudice views.
So that's advice. That's the standards. Try to advise us. Try to take refuge to the triple Jews properly, and they keep Bob well, and try to always keep your commitments. So to get blessing from Buddhas or your gurus, it's not depends upon Buddhas or your teachers. It's mainly depend upon yourself. You have to know that. Because we in Tibet we had a story that's old Amala, old mother, old woman got a very strong faith in Buddhism, and then he asked one merchant who travel between India and Lhasa, India and Lhasa, and asked him to get a relic from India, but the merchant forgot. Right? He just took a tooth of a dog, dog tooth, to her, but due to she had a strong, devotion to the Buddhas, so finally that tooth become a relic.
Okay.
Sure. This English for verse 33, instead of saying, it interprets Sangye Pala Yi Ke Ma Ke Pa as not having belief in Buddhahood. In the
Sangyapa means practitioners, Dharma practitioners.
Oh, okay.
Sangyapa
This English just says Buddhahood, so like not having belief in the actual result. But that's a little bit
different because Sangyapa could be Sangye and his followers. Buddha and Buddha's followers mean Sangyapa.
Okay.
단단하도 상태라 쏘았다면 모두 강고에 나도 라고만 되었어. 말아왔대 기왕하면 남서 양 상직이 추진이라요. 딱까지 두차치다와로 카타다와로 데려가려고
그래서. Because in this life, doesn't matter how much you pray to the Buddha, but still you cannot fulfill what you really want. So that's due to in many past lifetimes, you say something bad things about Buddha and Dharma and Sangha. So that due to you did a lot, accumulated a lot of those sort of wrong activities towards the Dharma, holy objects. So that's the result. That's this lifetime doesn't matter how much you pray or how much you pray to those holy objects. Results doesn't appear immediately at once.
다들 소지가 되나데 당도 지금 하라고 금 라마라고 금 잠이라고 금 많이 나야지 남통담을 지금 대고에도 맞죠 맞고에도 모르네 하라고
So that's 34 is when you are actually doing the meditation or visualization, and we are trying to focus on the certain such deity or object, but you always try to find some interference.
대다 경험하면 나당 아니다 상하래요. 때문에 다 디파셔도 디파목지는 그래서.
That's because you had a wrong done in past life to the Buddha, also to the tantric practice. Yeah, so to do wrong things upon tantric means you didn't keep the commitment of the Vajrayana well. So, yeah. So now we go to 34, 35. Yeah.
When we lack all control over where we must travel and always must wander like waifs with no home, this is the wheel of sharp weapons returning full circle upon us from wrongs we have done. Till now we disturbed holy gurus and others and forced them to move from their homes or their seats. Hereafter let's never cause us disturbance by evicting them cruelly from where they reside.
This is their talk about Tibetans.
This example for Tibetan more refers to Tibetan people.
Did not complain to Chinese.
Geshe says that would be very helpful for Tibetan peoples not to blame Chinese, because they always try to blame Chinese that they lost their freedom because due to Chinese, or the point toward the Chinese. So Actually, that refers to colonization, because once you have some sort of property or house in somewhere, because then somebody else use the power to drive you away or to let you leave the property or leave the house, so forth. So that's the result of in past life. You're forcefully to other, or you let other people move their own home or own property, forcefully, by your own, by power.
Also include this commentary, say even you change some animals, bugs, move to here.
Yeah, even you forcibly move the nest or animals, shelters into different. That's what gets result to.
Then we lost next life, maybe our homeland.
So yeah, so next life, but results next life you could lose your own home or your country or so forth.
I think this life also I lost my country. I have to live there. Next life I think I have to live. I was a kid, go to take in the cows and on the mountains. I always they move the nest to birds.
Geshe said, not only this lifetime he had to leave his own homeland or the hometown, maybe probably next life he would suffer the same, because when he was a kid, when he heard the yaks in the mountains, he was destroying nest of birds. So.
Yeah, we kids, today here we have to move here, we move sort of nice, there. And next day we put other place.
Yeah, shifting a lot of nest of the birds in Tibet when they were kids.
근데 이다다 간제 단다 소소고 내다 전대 메지도 저기 바디 다 경험하면서 소소고 왕이지네. 다 미셔봐서 왕네 내내 비셔.
Yeah, so that's in this life you are unwillingly, or you had to leave your own place or your own home unwillingly. That's due to in the past lives you force other people to leave their home unwillingly, something like that. You force other people to leave their own place or own country.
다스리 속된 지로도.
속된에서.
소름 속된 영도시다. 대신 모시고.
So let's try to read 36 and 37 together.
The crops in our fields are continually plagued by drought, floods, and hailstorms, insects, and frosts. This is the wheel of sharp weapons turning to a circle upon us and wrongs we have done. Till now we have failed to honor our pledges. Hereafter let's keep all our moral vows pure. When we're poor, yet are filled with much greed and desire, this is the wheel of sharp weapons returning full circle upon us for wrongs we have done. Till now we've been misers, reluctant to share. The offerings we made to the 3 jewels were meager. Hereafter let's give with a generous heart.
When our body.
이다 담보되게 다 가르잖아. 다 신받으려고 그래. Maybe they talk about NG. She's a little prawn. You have some corns?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this talk about more about related to farm work, digging fields, crops.
그러니까 신가야부 째대 갈아야 되는데 아니 세라로 잡나? 아니 강가 목공으로 왔어.
Yes, when the fields or when the crops grows very well, but all of a sudden has a bolt or
A blight.
a blade, a blade or some flood, whatever, to destroy the crops.
근데 정화대 아니 개왕 남마 소소고 다 지금 잡도 돈바 샹시 선배 돈바 마고 돈바 타와 아니 돈바 가지고 돈바도 야보 송미 베긴 그래서 딘저라 소소고 신가를 저도 소소다 나와라고 맞죠.
Because that's due to in past life you didn't keep the vows well. Vows refers to tantric vows and monks' vows or lay people's vows. So that's the results in this life. When you are about to get harvesting, so you get obstacles. You cannot really get the corpse, good corpse.
And that something by the time, do what challenge for which what another was another going on to Karina, swim with us, Gasina going to us. In a another going around with us, do what challenge enjoying Ponset. Kajin is not that young man as a Yana and Joa Mapis of the Egypt, Martambola, Jimba Macha, Tig Lamba, the little time of the Tayad, and Joa Martambola Jimba, Jay.
Yeah, so in general, we are very hard to get containments in this life. We always want more. Even though we get some, we already got some, but we always want more and more. But you really cannot achieve or to get whatever you want, or that's lack of a possession or property. So due to in past life, you are not be generous to make offering to the holy objects or gurus, and you are mercy to others, and that's the result by of this in this life. You are always wanting something. You always think you are lack of some wealth.
제가 말하고 지금 땀을 가지 땀 투마로 들었지 소소 개변이 지다 지에 강하고 가득만 가득이네 또 여기지는 모양이 좀 왔어.
Yeah, especially for those business people, whatever they do, wherever they try, but they cannot be success.
근데 다 기왕가 만나서 소소 가이 와대 살아지네. 야라라 비마저 말 담벌어지 마마다 그때 그래서.
Because that's because of the he lack of generosity in his past life.
Okay, now this show we can stop. Okay, we stop here. Then we have lunch break. Then you want to take shower, sleep a little bit. We start afternoon.
So maybe we'll do, turn to page 90 in this, we'll do a short mandala offering.
Maybe no mandala, just
No mandala yet?
yeah, just
The Gewadi again?
Gewadi.
Okay, same as last time. Due to the merits of these virtuous actions, may I attain the state of a Guru Buddha and lead all living beings without exception into that enlightened state. May the supreme tool of bodhicitta that is not arisen arise and grow, and that which has arisen not diminish, but increase more and more.
Okay. Have a good night.
Thank you, Geshe.